Hey, I'm Curtis Stone and welcome to another GMC Trade Secret. Now the next one I've got for you is really interesting. It's a simple thing that can turn into a million different things in the kitchen. It's a basic white sauce. Or if you're from the south, it's a gravy. It's simple. You make a roux from butter and flour. Okay, now a roux is the thickening agent that we use in the French cuisine to thicken a bunch of different things, but mainly sauces. So you melt your butter with an equal amount of flour, you cook it out until it's white, blonde or brown. We're just going to go for a white one, which means that you don't want to brown it too much. You want to keep it white because we're going to mix it with milk and turn it into our simple white sauce, and then I'll show you all the different varieties you can move to from there. Okay, so you get a pan, and you don't want the pan to be too hot, but you want it hot enough to just get a little sizzle from your butter when you drop it in, just like that. And then as soon as you drop your butter in and that starts to melt, you just bring your flour and you pop your flour in together. You just want to get your butter and your flour working together, and then what's going to happen is that's going to slowly start to change colour. You want to cook the flour out, but you don't want to get any colour on it because we're doing a white roux. So as soon as you start to see any little bit of colour, it's time to start adding your milk. Okay, so see how this is just starting to turn colour, just a tiny bit, and I can actually just pick up that buttery, that sort of nutty note, which means it's starting to change colour, which we don't want. So it's time to add the milk. So you add just a little bit of that milk in, and you'll see you'll get quite a reaction from the cold milk and the warm roux. So then you've got to work it with your spoon. And the idea is you sort of stir in that little bit of milk so all of the flour particles take on the milk until it goes nice and creamy. And you'll see what happens to the sauce as it goes into this thick kind of a lump. And the idea is you just work that around a little bit with your spoon, and then you continue to just add a little bit of milk at a time, and each time making sure that it goes nice and smooth and creamy like that. So I'm going to taste this for the flour to make sure it's not floury, so just pick a little bit up. Perfect. Just how white sauce should taste. It's nice and silky, there's no flouriness, it's just right. Good. Alright, now what you can do is take it off the heat, and then this is when it starts to get fun because you can turn it into so many different things. You can do something really simple, like take a little bit of cheese, throw your cheese in and turn it into a Mornay sauce. So it turns from a bechamel to a Mornay. You can throw different herbs in, you can put some mustard in, you can make lasagna with it, you can make a fettuccine alfredo, you could do a moussaka, you know, it really doesn't end. There's so many different things you can do. If you're going to do something like a Mornay, just stir that cheese. Once it goes in, you can see that's going to thicken it up even more. So it goes really cheesy and sticky like that. And then get yourself some vegetables, like some broccoli or cauliflower or something like that. Give it a good stir. And then you can do broccoli Mornay or a broccoli gratin. So once you've put your sauce over the top, you then pop it into the oven or under a broiler, and then that's going to go all cheesy and delicious. Once you've got a good white sauce in your pocket, your options are open to do hundreds and hundreds of different things in the kitchen. I'm Curtis Stone, and that's your GMC Trade Secret.